Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez. Now imagine you're behind the bar. You've got customers ordering craft cocktails, frozen margaritas, and a round of shots, and they're offering you one. But you're alcohol-free. That's right, sober behind the bar, tempted by the bottles behind you and the drinks from the customers. Well, we've got the perfect guest to discuss what it's like to be sober behind the bar. Let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, we're gonna kick off the conversation with someone who labels themselves as a sober sommelier. How is that even possible? All right, let's welcome Scott Schaefer to the building. Thanks for coming to the Nightcap.
Excited to be here.
It's so weird because, you know, here it's almost like we promote drinking because we have, you know, drinks all the time, except
Right.
for like during Sober October or Dry January where we have, you know, mocktails and stuff. But to hear that you are a sommelier who is sober,
Sober som,
that doesn't make sense. It's almost like an oxymoron.
right? Well, 80% of your taste is your smell. So I can still judge it and like be a part of the taste without actually drinking it.
Do you think that actually makes you a little bit more powerful because you have to be able to pick up certain notes?
It makes me way more cool for sure. Yeah.
Are people shocked and like, no way, Scott?
Yeah, I get that a lot, which is it's not, it's normal because like all you do is you sniff the wine, you take a sip and then you spit it out. And that's the process anyway. So I just choose not to drink it.
Yeah, I feel like anybody who's been to a vineyard and has seen the bucket that you're supposed to spit out on and realized that they didn't spit out and had way too much wine.
Right.
And then was in the sun and then made regrettable decisions. They were like, I should have used that damn bucket.
Right.
Because- So you actually spit it out every time?
Yeah.
Okay, so have you always been sober?
No.
Oh, no.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not. Yeah, I was actually a homeless drug addict for quite a few years.
It's getting real.
Yeah.
Okay, Scott.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now you're a sommelier.
Now I'm
Okay,
a-
so take me through the journey. Like, how did you become? At what age did you become a drug addict?
So I would say 18 years old. So what happened was I was drafted by a professional baseball team, the New York Mets organization, in 2006. So I went to spring training for them, and I had an elbow injury. So I basically snapped my ligament and had to have Tommy John surgery. So by doing that, I was given pain pills, and I just really got addicted to those pain pills, and I actually ended up having 3 elbow surgeries. So I was on these pain pills for a really long time, and it ended my career, and I didn't want to end using the pain pills. So it kind of helped. It was kind of a crutch that my baseball career had ended also, and it made me feel better. So I just kept using drugs.
Wow.
It progressed. I needed something stronger. Those didn't work anymore. So I moved to Percocet.
What didn't work anymore?
The hydrocodone.
Hydrocodone didn't work.
Then it was
you went-
Percocet. Then it was Adderall to stay awake from the Percocet, and both of them together. Then it was heroin. Then it was meth. Then it was everything.
Holy. I mean, you're laughing now, but
Yeah.
so what are friends and family saying to you? Are you hiding it? Are you?
Oh, nothing. Well, yeah, okay. So at first it was like, hey, I'm missing, $40. And I'm like, what? No, what are you talking about? It wasn't me. It started with stuff like that, and then I would get any and everything from my family. I would steal from them, whatever I could. So then it became, I got isolated from them. All of a sudden, you're homeless. It's kind of the same path for everyone if they continue to go down it. You know what I mean? Some people get help sooner and don't go through all that. But yeah, I was completely homeless. And then I just remember being really cold. I was so cold. And I was like, wow, it's really cold. I should seek assistance.
That was the
I
reason.
swear.
It
That's what was
wasn't like, oh, homeless. I've done alienated myself from my family. I lost everything. It's like, it's cold. I should
was
probably
really cold, yeah.
quit.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I'll never forget. It was super cold. I was like, wow, I don't want to be cold anymore.
And so you sought help.
Yeah. It's a funny story because I was paranoid from the drugs. So I thought that people were out to get me in the area I was in. So I walked over the Baytown Bridge to get out of Baytown, and then walked into Pasadena to go to the hospital to get help because I was scared to go to the Baytown hospital. I thought people were out to get me for some reason. Yeah.
So how long did it take you to rehabilitate?
So I still struggle today with triggers. It's not very often, but I'll get them and I'll be like, oh, like I want to use, you know what I mean? And it's like my mouth will start watering and it's crazy, but I'll get through it quick. That still happens, and I still struggle with that, and still, you know, try to go to meetings or talk to people who are also sober. But I would say after 6 months, it got easier.
Why do you think it worked for you? Because I feel like so many people go in and out of rehab. You hear that they go into AA or whatever, and it's
That's a really good question. For me, because I wanted it to work.
You didn't want to be cold no more.
I didn't want to be cold. No, yeah, I didn't want to be cold no more. Yeah, I just wanted it. The camaraderie of those meetings and like the family that you get from those people and the bonds is crazy. So those are my best friends today. The people that I met in that situation who were also cold. Those people, yeah, they're to this day they're closer than family.
Wow. And have you repaired your relationship with your family?
I have.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I see my
And
brother all the time.
do you own things? Like, do you have a car and a house?
I do.
Amazing.
And a jacket.
And a jacket. We ain't cold
Right?
no more.
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, it's crazy.
So why the hell? Because you bartend too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why get so close to something
The edge.
Yeah.
To
Do you
being
like? Do
jacketless
you
again.
feel like that's a?
No,
an
I don't know.
adrenaline?
No, okay, I'll tell you exactly why. I was serving tables, and my buddy was like, "Hey, we make more as bartenders," and I was like, "Bet." So that's kind of how that happened. Then I went and talked to my boss. I was like, "Hey, I want to be a bartender." He's like, "Are you sure?" I was like,
Because
"Oh,
he
sure."
knew.
Yeah, I'm very, very open, which I recommend for anybody who deals with the same things that I'm dealing with and wants to be sober. Tell them about your past, because they're going to find out. They're going to find out, and they respect that. And also the community, the AA, whatever you're in, there's so many people that are in that, and we stick together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just be honest. So, but yeah, I just told him, and he was like, "Oh, you know, okay, we'll give it a shot," and just haven't looked back since.
And now you're a sober som.
Now I'm a sober som.
Wow. Oh my God. Well, I love that you made it to this side of it.
Yeah, me too.
Hell yeah. And no more cold nights.
No more cold nights. Yeah.
All right, Scott, thank you so much for coming on and sharing this crazy ass journey.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me.
I hope you help somebody who's watching.
Me too.
All right, you stay right there because we have more people to talk to about how they're sober behind the bar. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're discussing bartenders and sommeliers and the like who are sober while working behind the bar. And I've got a familiar face back here. We've got V, who is a GM at Chapman and Kirby, one of the most poppin' spots in Houston. Baby, you go there on a Sunday and you leaving missing a shoe, you know,
Yes,
left your credit card. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's on and poppin'.
Definitely is.
And you are sober.
Yes, ma'am. 4 years this month.
4 years this month. What led you to becoming sober, and how the hell are you still doing it? Well, let's start from the beginning. Like, how did you become sober?
I was in a very bad relationship, and when we drank, I'm happy, you know, let's take another shot, let's get crazy. But him, on the other hand, it just made him more angry, upset. He was bad temper, and it just went from like 1 to 10 like in 2 seconds.
Wow.
So we would argue a lot when we drank, and obviously he blamed me for everything. And I mean, I was like, maybe I did say something, or maybe I did look at somebody, or maybe it was me. And so I decided to stop drinking because it was pretty bad fights, like really, really bad. And it just never stopped. Even though I wasn't drinking, he continued to drink, and the fighting continued. The fighting got worse, and I finally left him. Got the courage to leave him, and I've been single since. And yeah, I mean, obviously, people drink when they're happy, people drink when they're sad, and when they're going through all kinds of emotions. And I definitely wanted to start drinking when the last incident happened, but I couldn't. It just caused too many issues, you know? So I just didn't ever think about picking it up again. And
So you
I
didn't even
haven't.
go to a program or anything?
No, I did it by myself. I promised my daughter I would never drink, and I kept that promise. The first day I told her was when I stopped, and
And you haven't picked it up since?
no, I mean, I pick it up because it works.
Right, you gotta pick it up. You gotta pick it up.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm around it a lot, but I haven't tasted or test strawed, you know, or any of that. I've created cocktails still, but I have whoever's working with me or a waitress test it, drink it, taste it.
Oh, so you don't even taste your creations?
I don't even taste my creations. I just have it in my head, throw it together. They tell me, okay, it's kind of too sweet or it's kind of too sour. I just adjust it, have them retry it, and then bam. So yeah, I don't even taste my own anymore.
Wow. I mean, you've hit us with a lot of information.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you were in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, verbally and physical.
Oh my gosh. Why did you decide not to pick it back up once you were out of that relationship, when you realized it was him and it wasn't you?
Because I didn't need it. It didn't bring any, like, I was fine without drinking. I didn't see a reason to go back to picking it up, or not that I drank on a daily basis or like I needed to drink. It was just more so, I mean, I think it was like a little over a year that I had already stopped after I left him. It was just that, like, why, what's the point? I promised my daughter I wouldn't do it. Why am I going to do it, you know?
Yeah. And has your daughter noticed a difference in you at all?
I mean, she says I'm the same. She says, I mean, she said I was a little crazier when I drank, but like not like a bad crazy. Because when I did drink, I would drink at home half the time, just because I'm at the bar and working in the bars all the time. So I didn't want to be at a bar while I'm off. So, but I mean, she's never said I had done anything like crazy or anything like he claimed I did. But no, I just decided there was no reason for it.
And so how did you decide to stay in the industry surrounded by debauchery?
I think I just have a weird mind.
Yeah?
Like, I like to be challenged. I like to push myself past its limits. And I mean, what doesn't give you more of a challenge than to be actually working with something that you literally gave up because of a crazy situation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The will is strong on you.
Definitely
baby.
is. Yeah.
Do you think it makes you less of a bartender?
No, because I mean, some bartenders, you know, they don't drink just because they don't like the taste of it, but they're still serving it. You know, I think that because I have drank, I can still make different cocktails. I feel like I can sell a customer a certain whiskey that I feel it's better than the whiskey they're drinking because I've tried it and I've tried both. So no, I don't think it's made me any lesser or any better at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, for the bartender or the person in the industry at home who's watching and has considered stopping and considered going sober, any advice for them?
You have to have a good enough reason to do it, and it has to be for yourself. You can't just do it because people are telling you to do it, because then you might stop for a couple of weeks or months and then you're going to start again. Your reason behind it has to be a good enough reason that it's good enough for you to do. Like in my situation, it was, you know, life or death at that point, you know, so it was something that I had to do for myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming
You're
on,
welcome.
V, and getting so real with us. I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy, and I was definitely nervous coming on today about talking about it, because not too many people know the real reason.
I'm sure you helped.
Not everybody does.
You help somebody, I'm sure.
I'm hoping that it does help someone that's out there, whether it's with drinking or even just in an abusive relationship that they can't get out of or they're scared to get out of. Like, there's always an up to it, and there's always a way out.
Awesome. Thank you, V.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next, the conversation about being sober behind the bar continues. Welcome back to the Nightcap. On tonight's episode, we've been talking about people who work in the bar industry and aren't drinking. And ironically, I'm behind the bar now, but I've got Sean Celestine here, who works behind the bar at Off the Record all the time.
Yes.
And you're currently not drinking.
I am currently non-alcoholic, 100%.
100%.
Currently.
Currently. How strong are we gonna be?
Well, I'm doing the 75-day hard challenge. Depending on how it goes, I might continue it.
All right, for people at home who are unfamiliar with the 75 hard, which I have tried multiple times and have failed every single time, let them know what that entails.
75 hard, you have to, for 75 straight days, drink no alcohol, drink a gallon of water, work out twice daily. One of those two has to be outdoors, read 10 pages of a book, and stay strong on whatever diet you have with no cheat meals.
Have you actually been going 75 hard?
I am on day 16 right now.
And
Going hard.
Going hard.
Going hard.
Woo! Okay. Deciding to take on that journey, knowing that you are a bartender.
Wasn't the easiest decision. Actually, I wanted to do this back in the spring, but I knew that we had spring break coming. I knew I wanted to do some summer vacation stuff. I was like, I'm not even gonna lie to myself. Let me wait a little while. I did pick up working out with a new trainer. So that was kind of my motivation because I had to drink a bunch of water anyways. So it just seemed like the time to go ahead and get it over with and challenge myself. It's not just a physical challenge, it's also, like you said, very mental. And working behind the bar doesn't make it any easier.
Right. Like, I feel like it must be torturous. Like, your reasons for it isn't like some life-changing thing. It's
Right.
not because, you know, you're dealing with past trauma or you're trying to overcome some sort of hardship. You are literally just challenging yourself every
Absolutely.
day.
The worst part about it, not only are you tempted because you're always behind the bar working with it, but the bar industry is small. Almost all bartenders, management, et cetera, we know each other, owners, et cetera, we know each other. Your regulars follow you wherever you work, so you see the same people all the time. And it's just the assumption that when they see the guy who normally gets them drunk, that you're suspected to want to drink with them. Hey, come on, take a shot, I'm buying it. And how difficult is it for your friend to have a drink in your hand and you say, no, I can't do it? They don't understand it.
Especially because you've been doing it
I've
with
done
them,
it
so all of a
before.
sudden,
I'm the
you
reason
ain't
they're
vibing.
drunk. So it's almost like they feel kind of played like a slap in the face a little bit. So you gotta really stand your ground. If I have a chance to explain it, I will, I don't mind. And I want to inspire people around me because the challenge has definitely helped me in a lot of other ways, mental health, energetically. I feel great. So it has multiple advantages and, you know, just explain it the best way you can.
That's amazing. All right, so have you been, you know, drumming up maybe some mocktails?
I have.
To kind of like make you feel like you're in the scene, vibing, but not breaking the 75 hard.
Well, you know, I still stay true to the craft. I want to continue to grow and learn as a bartender. I do like that now we live in an era where we care more about what we drink. I would say when we first started, people were just drinking whatever the latest song was saying to drink, right? But now we care more about the quality of cocktails, and that has led into more quality of mocktails as well. And I enjoy when someone comes to the bar and they say, I don't drink and I don't know what I want. That gives me a chance to experiment and try new things.
And try something new. And
Yeah.
you actually have something new
So,
that we're gonna try.
we're
All
doing
right,
that.
listen, coming up next, we're gonna make a mocktail for my alcohol-free folks. You stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about being sober or alcohol-free behind the bar, and I've got Sean Celestine here who's doing 75 hard, but right now you're here to do what? Back that glass up! That's right. And we're talking about being sober, alcohol-free, so you've been working on some mocktails,
I
some
have.
fun ones.
So today we're gonna make the Nightcap Light Tap.
Not the Nightcap light tap.
It's a light tap because there's no alcohol in it, but it's still gonna give you that vibe for a good time.
Okay, I love it. All right, what's in it?
This is Hondo's strawberry shrub, which is some pressed strawberries cooked down with balsamic vinegar.
Ooh. All right, so that's not something you can just pick up.
You can use strawberry puree.
What else we got? Not the.
This is a lime cordial. I also make it home. A cordial is just a syrup with the citrus. So
Yes, you taught me that last time. Yes, yes.
I'm glad
yes.
you remember that.
Yes.
Thank
It was
you.
the first time I'd heard it. You're knocking out like two things in one, right?
Two things in one. So we're gonna
Bring the essence out, slap the out of that
tap
mint.
a little mint in there and fill it up with pineapple juice.
Okay.
Shake that up and top it with some soda water. So this has got your sweetness, it has your citrus, it has your natural fruits,
Ooh, and that color, baby.
the color, and then we stretch it out with the soda so it's not too sweet.
Bada bing, bada boom.
And that's the light tap.
Light tap. Let me see. Let me see.
We want to be able to give something to people who don't drink too, right?
Not you got me smacking my That is so good.
Really?
Like, very good. I think the syrup that you make is absolutely spectacular.
Thank you.
That balsamic vinegar adds that little kick at the end. It's not too sweet. I was worried, because y'all know me, I don't like sweet drinks. But this right here, you knocked it out the park. I'm about to order this
Great.
when I see you.
For sure, come in.
All right, you better make it 75 hard.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Once you get locked in, it's nothing to it but to do it. So.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And baby, if you're thinking about, maybe trying to go alcohol free, or you've been flirting with, going sober, it's possible. You can do it. You've got our full support. All right? Cheers to you. We'll see you guys next time.